All right, I'm in my odd account, and I'm going to play some Tour 9, but I'm going to take... I was playing with this bag with the Cataclysm, but I like some of the stuff the Cataclysm does, but I think out on these holes, a Guardian will actually do me better. So, distance-wise, the same. All right, what is the difference here? 179, 180. Accuracy's better, but that's not actually a benefit here. Topspin is the issue. 35 versus 71. I mean, half as much. And this Cataclysm versus a big dog has more, has 85. That's the only category that the Cataclysm is losing, I believe. 85 versus 71. Now you're going down to 35. One of the big reasons, there's several holes on this that having that extra little bit is what makes it happen. But if I can struggle through it out on the course with the Guardian will pay dividends in the shootouts. And slightly better ball guide. I'm gonna play the Guardian. I think I got shellacked like 5 times in a row on the last time through, so I'm on a 5-game losing streak. This is where like it would really be good information if Playdemic gave us our last 100. They give us our win streak, but they don't give us our losing streak, like where we at in the last 10, where we at in the last 100. I went and took a 3-week training course, and every day we had tests. And the scores that you got at the beginning of the course really set the standard for where you could get to because of the way that the grading system worked. It's like this. The first time through, you're going against it, it's it. And then the second time through, now you've got an average. And you want to start off good. This hole right here is one of those holes that's exactly what I was talking about with a big topspin, big hitting wood. You could get up there and get like right on or right off. But with the Guardian, and my opponent got into the catbird seat. They'll have a straight up shot. It's still a long shot, but they have a nice straight shot. It's good distance. Good distance. I think it's like 4 tosses. I'm gonna do 4.5. I'm gonna go 3 rings. That's the +4 mark. 9-6. 7-5 a ring set. So 6 rings is 9. There's 9-6. And I'm gonna do a little extra. Get a 1 ring great on the right. And if the shot dies, it's not because of the 1 ring great to the right. Like there should be. I ran out of room. I put too much topspin on it. The 1 ring great to the right at the end, I can hit it longer. So, like that 1 ring great to the right helped me in the sense that I got to go farther before I finally got into the rough. That's what I'm talking about. You still got, without wind, they still have a lot of work to do. But you can hit from back here and give yourself some room with a Cataclysm, and it's got, and they got a level 7, so it's got a lot of topspin. All of it. 100. Okay. I'm not sure they needed to do any overpower with that much topspin, but whatever rocks their boat. I guess they did. They wanted to get up there. This is not looking, this is a shot from distance, so if I can't get up there, so the best I can do is put myself in a really good spot. I'm going to give myself as much room as possible. 4, 6, 8, 10. 6 rings is 12. 6 rings, I'm going to do 7. One ring great to the right, but it won't matter. It's just laying it up. That's not quite flat to the cup. There, you might need to take a little off, like -1 or something, but I'm going to take a straight up shot. I should do a straight up shot plus 0.1 because it seems like I'm really close. My opponent, did they miss that on purpose? Thanks. Yeah, I got a Goliath. There's max club. There's min. There's mid. I'm eking at min club. I'm probably like at 25% on my Slater. So min Goliath is 2.9, so 10.2 divided by 2.9 straight up would be 3.51 rings. Let's get lined up with the wind somewhat. 3.51, there's 351. Oh, I thought I had that perfect. I caught it great and it was so close that I don't know which side I caught it great on. And almost made it. Almost. It felt like I hit it great to the right, so it was in the wind, so like I needed to do 10%. Little more distance. Jesse giving me a break, cutting me some slack. Thank you, Jesse. Now that's a teammate right there. That's a teammate. That's somebody you really want to play. Really want to play with. Are they in a clan? We'll see. I don't normally invite people to the clan, not because I don't want to promote the clan. I do shoot the videos. Everybody knows that it's the Kings of Golf if you're looking for a clan, or if you know somebody who's looking for a clan. We're pretty casual. Like, we don't get into the whole... It's pretty cash. But if people have information on certain holes, they're definitely willing to spread the word. Spread the word. All right. We're bouncing it over for sure. It seemed like there was at least a plus. It was like plus 10 in rookie. So like here, especially with a headwind, it's like it needs to be like bigger. I'm gonna do plus 15 times whatever the wind is, divided by wherever the hell I'm at in my club. And I'm gonna do a 20 just because like we'll see where they're at. Just because that is like due headwind. My Cataclysm's like 2 per ring. It's less than 2, so there's 10, 11, 12. That's probably right. If they added on 10 and they're doing a little overpower and they hit it great, 2 rings great. All right, I'm in the hunt. I'm in the hunt. Guardian, there's minimum. There's max. There's mid. So I'm at mid. Let's say mid Guardian. Mid Guardian's 1.3 per ring. So 11.2 divided by 1.3 is 10.33 rings. It's like 3.5 backspin, somewhere in that neighborhood. 10.33 rings. Jeez. There's 10 and a third. Isn't it perfect? We'll see if that perfect helped, or if I was still like way short. The wind killed it. The wind killed it. I did a 20% there, and I probably should have did like a 30, maybe even a 40. It was good enough to win, but not good enough to win every time. Good game. Let's play again. Rematch. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on, Jesse. He gave me that shot. I'm not sure if I wasn't paying attention to see whether or not they had a rough shot or if they gave me a shot. And I really need to play with 2 open. 2, we'll start with, we'll open up this silver chest. We'll let that gold play down and see if we can get it going. Here we go, getting out on the course, getting my ass kicked, but of course. This is another hole that I will miss the Cataclysm. I'm trying to compare. I haven't picked a bag yet, but this is definitely Cataclysm. I'm going to switch because the top spin's not enough. Not enough. Let's see if my opponent will ever take their shot. Let's go to, now we're going to, hey. I'm playing on my phone. I'm looking up woods on my phone while I'm playing on this because I'm looking for a Cataclysm. A Cataclysm. Hey. The sniper. The Cataclysm. Level 5. With a 2 power ball at max, it's 1.7, and at mid, it's 2.0. I think it's 4 topspin. That's it. I can pull back a little until I can get up into this zone. So 1.1 times 10.4 divided by 1.5 is 7.62 rings. There's 5, 6, 7, 6, 2. Hitting it perfect. And it should just ride along the line. Get me down there about as far as I want to get. I could get a little bit farther, but there is a point where you break over the hill and roll off. And I'm not too far away from that. I do have there is a little on the table, but I wouldn't want to get too greedy. I think I might have did like 4.5 topspin. That was pushing it. I felt like that was pushing it. Whatever I put on there, I felt like it was pushing it. You have the benefit, you can rewind and go, dude, you were an idiot. An idiot. So let me look those numbers up again. I need to write those numbers down. At mid, it's 2.0. 2.0. And at max, or excuse me, minimum, it's 2.3. So with a 2 power ball, 172023 with a 2 power ball, level 5 Cataclysm. Just for your knowledge and mine. It might be worth it if my opponent forfeits and I get a chest. We were out here on the course, but I had to wait 60 seconds to get it. Bass hunting. Well, we were birdie hunting out here, so we go birdie hunting. Bass hunting, you need a pole. Winner, winner. Shit, if that's what we got to do to get a win, let's find more of them. Now we're down to 4. Tour number 9. Let's see if we can actually get out there and play. And I still had that Guardian bag. I didn't switch bags, so the whole deal is I want to see what I can get done. I want to see, there is holes like this, like that you will struggle on if you can get to the right spot. You have to get to the right spot in one-on-one with a low wind ball, or a low power ball, excuse me. Yeah. APOC 7. Now they're going to do a big power shot. I'm assuming. I mean, you got a 12 too, and you're not doing max overpower. I mean, come on. That was enough overpower, I guess. Nice shot. Nice shot, my man. Nice. It's going to push me back, like way back into here. 10.6, 10.6 divided by 1.5, 7.6. I'm going to do 8.6. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. Right back to the red line. Max curl. A little teeny bit of overpower. And a 7,000 rings great to the right, which is the worst side to hit that on. Because right there, that would have been on the very outside edge, even on a perfect. Anything great to the left would have been great. That's the way to set that shot up. I think I started off 3 rings off. And when I prefer to do those 3 rings off, but you can pinch in, but no, on a max curl shot, I don't like to take any shot where I leave less than 2 rings, but on a max curl shot, I definitely want 2 rings on the inside of that shot. Whatever I'm using as my pivot point. I still got a great shot from here, I think. I don't know that I have the rough bump, but if I do have the rough bump, I'm going to take the rough bump. I think I might have to, because I've done... Oh, this is their second shot. If they make it. Whatever they did, they hit it perfect, so it's going to go wherever they wanted it to go. And that was close. That was damn close. It was a nice shot. That was close. Close, my man. I'm not going to be able to even get up there. So max overpower. I want to hit it right there and just let it roll. Put a little bit of curl, like maybe a quarter curl on it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is a ring set. Like that much curl. So if I hit it on the inside, as long as I don't clip on this first bounce, I'm level with it. That shot right there will be up. I have to hit it perfect, but if I hit it perfect, once again, I did this yesterday. I was in a shot, and if you don't hit it perfect in that spot, it's like you should be pissed off, and I was definitely irritated about it. I hit it perfect, and it should have went in. It was right. It was in that spot, and I wasn't happy about it. I wasn't. And this is one of those same deals. It's so close that it's just right there at it. Hitting it perfect. And that should go in the hole. In the hole. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Right there. So I never give up, never surrender. Those shots, like when you first start playing, you look at the accuracy that's on a Malibu and it's got ball guide, but the one thing that it doesn't have is topspin. And if you play, especially if you play with a rapier and you're used to playing with a rapier, man, I could swear it's plus 10% on the it's like plus 20% on the shot down in the hill, plus 20 times whatever the wind is. And that was like minimum. I think that's minimum APOC. Yeah, they're in their wood. I think that was minimum driver. And they have a 1 power ball, and I have a 2, so I might be out of the range. I might have put myself out of the range and not be able to do the rough bump. We'll see. The shitty thing about it is that'll wash out down towards the cup and be pretty close. Pretty close. The only way to get closer is to go for it, go at it. I am at minimum APOC. I'm right at the line. Minimum APOC. I'm going to do 1 backspin. 1.5. I'm going to do 1 backspin, half a backspin. Okay, it's a 9.4 times 1.2 divided by minimum APOC. It's 2, 5, 4, 6. 5.64 rings. I don't think I'm enough time. Hitting it perfect. Jeez, how did I get that off in the last 3 seconds? And actually hit the rough and go up the hill and run back down the hill. Did I get closer? I got pretty freaking close. 275. I don't think I beat him, but I got close. Wow, I did beat him. 275, 2746 versus 2754. That was close. Wow. Let's play again. There we go. That is awesome. That was very close. I've seen closer. I don't know how many times. I don't know if I've been closer where it's gone. I know that I've been in ones where it's gone into the numbers like that. I've had many times where it's hole in one. The shitty part about that is, good luck. The shitty part about the hole in one deal is I've had that happen, I don't know, maybe 10 times, but I don't think I've ever won. Like I've hit a hole in one and then they hit a hole in one. I know I've done it with Dunner on numerous occasions, probably at least 10 times just with Dunner. And Dale Appleby and I were on a hole in one thing one day in Tour 4. And it was like hole in one. I double hole in one with Dunner twice and lost both times. We tripled. Well, we doubled once and we tripled once, where we both hit hole in ones, and then he came back and he hit 3 hole in ones in a row. And they should be able to recover from there. They should be able to. Very, very nicely. This one's a lot more helpful. Okay, 10%. That'd be like 6.3. 4 rings is 6. So I gotta pull over the damn sand. There's 6 and a little. Oh, and I hit it great to the left. Could be in trouble. Not on the first bounce. Yep, on the first bounce. Look at that, having to recover 2 in a row. Am I putting myself in a box or what? My opponent should have an easy time getting up and down. It's kind of hard to screw this shot up. It can be screwed up, but it's kind of hard. I will say that they gave them, this next shot's not as easy as it would seem being that close. There is the opportunity to miss that shot on the setup. So the whole deal is get myself in the best position. Four, 5, 2 1/4 rings. Put some curl on it, bring it back. Hopefully that was enough curl to bring it back. Otherwise that'll end up in the rough right there. On a 775 ring good. Alright, I am definitely... This is what's so funny about this game, is that you can go from the rough to the rough, from the sand to the sand, from the sand to the rough, from the rough to the sand. It's so easy once you get caught up in a trap to just go from trap to trap instead of just like doing the smart thing. It wouldn't have mattered if I'd have been 40 yards further back. I would have had a much better shot than where I'm at right now. Although I can make this shot, it's difficult coming into this green because of how it's slanted. So if I put myself in a good spot, there's still a good shot they might miss this. What they should do is put on like 2 or 3 backspin or 5 backspin and get right up next to the cup and eliminate the slope, because you can get into trouble with that. Like if the wind is actually pushing here, and it might be, or if the course is going to lay you off that direction, you could miss on the outside edge just like they did. Where am I at in my club? I'm at max. It's 2 per ring. I'm going to put all of the spin on that side and see if I can straighten it out to the cup. I'm going to do 6-6. There's 6. There's 6-6. Ah, and I hit it great to the right. I was hoping I could snap it off. Damn it. Rough to the rough to the rough. Look at that. They let me back in and I keep fucking closing the door on myself. All I had to do was just lay it up there, play it smart, not go for it. Just get up there so I could recover and force a shootout and get back in the game and count my blessings, and I put myself in the rough. That's where you're thinking tournament play and not one-on-one. That's a tournament scrub coming out here thinking that they're worthy. You do the same thing. Normally I'd run my topspin with my Nirvana, but like you can run it right up to it. And I hit it great to the right. Nice on. Nice on. Good game. Let's play again. I'm ready for it, bro. I'm ready. I can rematch. Come on. Can you rematch? You got any empty slots? There you go. There you go. Got ourselves a playa. Playa. Let's see who goes first. My opponent goes first. I think on this hole we just hit it all the way down to the end. I think in tournament play we hit it to the left or to the right over there, but I think here we hit it down to the end. And I don't think there's any, like you can just like hit it down there. You don't even have to put the wind back in. See if my opponent can get down there. They're way down there. Way downhill. 432 yards. They are, what we say in the business, way down there. Way. Six one, 4 rings is 6. So if I do 10%, there's 6. It's 1.5. So if I do a half a ring extra, it's about 10%. One ring great to the right, and that should not affect that shot in any way, shape, or form. Fairway is super wide. My opponent was at 432, and I'm at 383, 60 yards back. So like they're in short iron, I'm in long iron. They're in long. Is that the transition between long iron and wood? So I'm in wood, they're in long iron. Now if I brought the bag, the right bag, and I want to play with the bag with the Guardian, but I keep thinking I switched up and I have the cat in here instead. The Guardian would be better. I need to suck it up and just play with the Guardian, but I've been trying to play with clubs that I didn't play with the first time I came up, so I didn't play with the Cataclysm. The Cataclysm, when it gets to level 7, that shit, man, the snipers, goodbye. The club is awesome. In this particular hole, there is a rough bump that you can do here, but that's not enough topspin to get me up. So there's max. I'm at max club. If I do max backspin, it's 4.5 divided by 1.1. It's 4.1 rings. There's 4.1. Oh, is that the story of my life today? Have I hit everything great? Would have been closer. Would have been closer. Couldn't have been that. It couldn't have been farther away. I don't know. I can't remember which side I hit great on. That must have been a great. It was great to the left, so hopefully it hit great to the left. I think I did. I think it was like 2 rings great to the left. It looked like 2 rings. It was the outside of the first ring if it wasn't 2 rings. Like that right there was like a forced good. That was right on the edge. That was on the good side. That was on the perfect side of the good transition wall, if you will. The wall of force. All right, going to a shootout. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I think I've lost. Did I win one, lost one? I think we were in that. I think this is the same person that we're 1-1. So this is the. Man, that's got to be 20%. It's got to be. So 1.2 times whatever the wind is. I might do 1.25 just because I think I got enough room. It should be, I think, well, maybe when a Guardian gets maxed out. I think if you look at the numbers, it's like 90%, but maybe it is 95. If it's 95, it is 1.1. If it's 90, it should be 1.2, but sometimes the app, like certain clubs, I don't know what the... All right, if I can't beat that with a Guardian, I deserve to not win. There's max club, so I can go right up against the red line and max backspin it down to the cup. I want to start off high enough that it'll get to the cup, but not so much that it'll roll off the front. 5.4 5.4 divided by 1.1. 6.13 rings. There's 613. Exactly. Hitting it perfect. Now it's all about whether or not that backspin hits and rolls back down the hill just to the cup, or if it rolls, it catches and rolls along the deal. So you can catch that, and I could get closer and not have to worry about it sucking me back down to the bottom, and really tighten that up. I think that was 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Hey, good game. Good luck, man. Good luck. Excellent. And I got a gold in that deal, in that exchange. And we're 2 down on the... We're at 1, so I think I can pay 1 for a gold chest. It's worth it now. And I got 1 firefly. Look at that. Let's get one of those chests rolling. Rolling. What time is it? It's 4:07. I think I've done my club card trading for the day. I did. I got all of the stuff done. How much time I got in this video? I think when I get done with this video, 36 minutes, I'm going to immediately shoot a walkthrough for whatever the next course is. We'll go look at them. I'm not sure if you can practice them yet. Practice them or not. Waterfield Sands, hole 8. Now, in tournament play, we got to be playing for that island to get over the deal, but that shit's not happening here, so... I'm white ring off on the outside. 11.4. 11.4 divided by 1.5. 7.6. There's 5, 6, 7, 6. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if I can get my angle right so that I can just run up that chute and just take the wind out. And I came out okay, but I need to move that shot more to the left. I was on my white ring, and I can move it in like 2 rings. Then you have to start watching about the other bounces. So like I came through on the angle so that I came through like this, but now you have to start worrying about if you move the shot over so you're not in the rough here, am I going to clip up here, or how close did I get on the first bounce? And it really doesn't matter. Like if you have a big headwind day, you can bring out a bigger power ball and move it back to the mark. Move it back to the plus 16 mark and try and adjust for the distance. But if you get your trajectory right, you can have more distance there. For sure. Goliath. That's got to be... Damn, there's man. And there is Max. I'm going to go with the Guardian at minimum. Max backspin. It is 7.1 divided by Guardian minimum club 1.5, 4.73, and I'm going to add on a ring. There's 473. I'm going to add on 3/4 of a ring. Hitting it perfect with fucking 0 time left on the clock, I'm sure. Didn't get it there. Needed to start it up farther behind it. I will say with the Guardian, you're going to do a lot more backspin shots like that where you can just get up to the hole. You don't have to fuck around with the wind. You can adjust for the wind, but you're still going to end up close no matter what. You used max backspin. The worst thing that can happen actually is if you hit the flagpole, you can take a really hard bounce off the flagpole and it can go off in a direction and end you up with a really long putt. My opponent and I are going to go to a shootout. I am sure of it. Sometimes with the grid line, you got the grid line and you got your ball guide and you got your stuff and you're trying to get at the right angle to see what you're doing. Everything's in the way. Plus the shit that Playdemic puts out there as far as like what club you're using. Like I know what club I'm using. Like you should have the ability to turn that on or off. Like maybe you're new enough that it's important that you know what club you're using, but once you start playing for a while, you don't care. I know that I'm using a sniper. I can tell just by the, I can tell that I'm using a sniper. I can tell. I know the only epic that I use in that framework is a Cataclysm. I know what my Horizon looks like and what it can do versus my Cataclysm. And I swear that I was doing plus 10, so I'm going to do plus 20 time. I'm going to double my win to the cup. Now I can use a Guardian now, and I can do what my opponent's doing, where I can try and stick it up there instead of doing the bounce over. If you do the bounce over, you only have to use like 3 or 4 backspin, but you're not always within 2. You really want to be in 2. I like the Guardian when it was like in the level 6 range, where it had the, it was like 1.7 per ring. That number is actually, if you play and you get to the 1.7, 3 rings is 5. So it's 5.1, but like for quick math and you're out there playing one-on-one and you're like, okay, I got a 10-mile-an-hour wind. Well, my club's 1.7, it's 6 rings. I am in the Guardian. There's Max Guardian. There's Min. So I'm at mid club. Max backspin. Can I get on it? And it is 7 divided by mid club. Mid Guardian's 1.3. I'm adding on 20%. It's 6.46 rings. There's 5, 6, 4, 6. Oh, and I hit it 1 ring great to the right. If you're going to hit it one way or the other, great. That was not a bad way to hit it. You should be able to get close. Close with the Guardian. Like you're trying to get within 2 so you can win every time. That is definitely. And my opponent brought a Guardian as well, so we had the war of Guardians there. No dice. All right, I won one. I think I've won more than one, but it feels like I've only won that one. We'll clear that slot. Let's get out on it. How much time we got? Oh, we got time for several more holes. Several more, and possibly bonus content if we can get it. We can get people to replay us. We need to get the whole community replaying. I get it. There's times I get it. Like if you're only cycling one chest and you're trying to get your golds and you're just doing the thing and you're at the end of the night. I get it. But hell, if you're out there playing, you find somebody who wants to replay. Now the flip side of that is we are trying to win chess, so if somebody's beating you, but there is a bit about having fun, putting your shit on the line. I'm gonna do 5 topspin. 2 rings off, right where the ball guide is clear of the rough. 10.3 divided by 1.5. It's 686. I'm gonna do 7 rings. There's 5, 6, 7 rings. I'm going to put mid curl on it to bring it back over into the fairway. And I hit it 2,000 rings straight on the left, which is the worst side for the second bounce. This bounce right here takes the risk of clipping because you're farther out there. The farther you go to the left, the farther you have to go forward before you clear. If you hit it great to the right, then the deal is that in most cases it's just putting you farther away from the hole. because I was actually pretty clear on the right hand side. Lots of room. There's a shot here, if the wind's blowing right, there is a rough bump that you can do from the very top, and it's dangerous as hell, and it's like a plus 10, I think. You really want to know what the wind adjustment is if you're going to do it, and the first time you do it, you got to be willing to take a hit. My opponent will be able to get up from there. Goliath. There's Max. Goliath. There's Min. There's Mid. So I'm eking Mid. Mid Goliath. So 5.8 times 1.1 divided by Mid Goliath. Where the hell is Goliath? Yeah, it's like 2. 3.19 rings. There's 3, 2. Hitting it perfect. Perfecto. It's not going in, but I want to be super fucking close. It can be, depending on the angle you're at here, because of the hills that are around it, it can be difficult to come in here and not end up short, especially if you try that rough bump. That rough bump is, if you get up close to the top, they're using the backboard. And once again, I was on this hole once before, and I forgot that there is a backboard that you can use to try and get up over on that side. And I have more backspin than them. I could use it. Because that spot that I'm in is actually pretty easy to get to. Alright, we're going to a shootout. We're going to a shootout. No beating you out on the course. At least we brought the same ball. Man, I see people come out here with 5-power balls or low power precision balls so they can get in the right spot and they can take that shot. And now I could understand it if this hole was a hole that we were playing that week in a tournament. But if it's just a random hole and you're just out there playing with those balls, and I've had people replay that had special balls, and it's like, what's the deal? Hey, shit, you bought them, you can do whatever you want with them, but if you play in tournaments, I guarantee you there's a tournament hole that you'll wish you had one of those balls that you blew out there on a freaking Tour 9, and you could have played it with a Katana or a Kingmaker or a Titan or something you could buy all the time. Power 5 balls, there should be, Berserker should be in the store. They should be something that we can buy on a fairly regular basis. And there is a rough bump on this. I am keen to do it. It's got to be towards max club. So it's all about whether or not I can work out the wind. This is another reason why the Guardian accuracy was better when it was mid-level, like level 6, because with that 1.7 and a 9.7 wind, 9.7 divided by 1.7 is 5.7 rings. But I'm not 1.7 anymore. I'm 1.1 or 1.0. It's 1.1, so it's 8.8 rings versus 5.7. Yeah, I kind of liked it better when the accuracy wasn't as good and you didn't have to move as much. So I have romanticisms about the Guardian because it has tons of tools, but one of the things that I did like about it better when it was mid club was the rings. 1.7. Did my opponent forfeit? Out of time. Out of time. I got to take my shot, I guess. I get to take my shot. I can practice. Okay, there I'm at max Guardian. Max backspin. Which way is it rolling off? Can I tell? That's the one thing about a Guardian, is it doesn't have quite enough ball guide to let you know like which side it's bleeding off on. There is a little teeny arrow. 10.2. I'm just gonna move it. Ah, shit, I moved it in the wrong club. Now I'm screwed. That's funny. I didn't get my shot off in time and they timed out and forfeited, and then I still won. Look at that. Look at that. I should have had the numbers in there. Since I had some time, since I knew I had it won, I figured I could take my time and do some stuff, and damn near cost myself a chest. Fucking rookie. It seems like I am getting ahead, but it seems like I get ahead and then I fall behind. I need to get on a run on some of these holes. I've probably gotten the same holes over and over again, and I just don't realize it. This hole right here, man. This is a hole that I need to switch. I'm going to switch bags. This is a hole that I can switch, and we'll see what happens with them. If they make it out there, I'll switch bags because it'll help me on the second shot. And if they don't make it, I'll use my Guardian because I want to figure out a way to do it with my Guardian. And they made it out there, but that's I'm not sure where the fuck they're even at. Wow. That's even farther away than where we're trying to get to. It's like 4 and a sliver a topspin. I'm going to be 3.5 rings off. 12 divided by 1.5 is 8 rings. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to pull it a half a ring more. Max curl. 1 ring great to the right. I overshot it. Yeah, because you're in a spot of bother. Like, you hit it farther, you needed to be on the inside, Alan. I think I'm actually in a better spot, even though I hit it. I really screwed that shot up. The fact that I'm in the fairway, I think my spot is better. They put themselves in a pretty good spot to make it from there. Pretty straight up. Alright. I'm going to put myself in pretty much the same exact spot that they're in. 6. It's 1.1 per ring, so if I did a 10%, that would be 5 rings. Hitting it perfect. Just lay it up out there, give myself the look at it. If we were really playing where we were out on the course playing, the wind here would be due headwind, straight up headwind to the cup, and that's actually a really makeable shot, because if you get the wind wrong, and we have almost due tailwind, not quite due. I actually think I might actually have more due tailwind than my opponent. They're in minimum wedge or maximum short iron. From where I'm at, it's got to be short iron. So in this account, I use a Hornet, and I play it at 1.0, 1.3, 1.9. Is that right? Now I got a Goliath. There's min Goliath. There's max Goliath. There's mid Goliath. I'm going towards min. If I get out in here with 2 backspin. $7.8. divided by mid Goliath, 2.3. 3.39, 3.4. I'm going to do 3.5. And hit it great. At least it came in great. And I like the speed coming through there too. It was a little teeny bit hot, but not bad. Not bad. Okay, off to a shootout. Perfect, that might have gone in. I might have just beat him out on the course. I haven't had any shot. I haven't sank any shots from distance today. I haven't been dicking around. Some of these holes I've been trying to figure out what the deal is coming into them. There's a lot of these holes I don't have, other than tournament play. I don't have any. I see what we're doing in a tournament, but I have to bring out a much bigger ball. I don't even look that direction. This is the parts of the course that the spectators stand on. Right. There's Max, Guardian. There's Min. There's Mid. So I'm in Mid Club. Mid Guardian is 1.3. Divided by 1.3 is 5.38 rings. I'm going to be dead center middle. So I'm right back at the 5.3. 5.3. And hit a one ring great to the left. That should be easier. There's a spot out there where I can get where I can do that is at mid club. I was trying to edge towards mid right there, and I wasn't really at mid. I needed to pull back a little bit further. There's a spot kind of more where my opponent's at, where they're more in the shade, where it's got 3 backspin, 3 or 4 backspin, and you can do what they're doing right there, and you can just stick it up at the top. It doesn't have so much weird ass movement to it. I know better, but I did a 30% on that, and that felt like it was right. I think in rookie tournament, it's like half that. It's like a 15% adjustment. It's not much. Yeah, that's the deal right there. That's what we should be achieving every time on this. You should be within, like, way within 2. Nice. Good game. Good game. Good game, my friend. Let's play again. Let's do it. Let's play again. Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, dude. Are you afraid you're going to lose? How much time we got? How much time we got left on this video? Do I have? I do have time. I do have time for one more if I can get in there fast enough. It's not my fault that it ran over an hour. I was in the middle of a game. I was in the middle of a game. Acacia Reserve. All right, let's make an effort to beat this person out on the course. I'm going to bring... and I need to switch that bag up. I keep saying that and then I keep forgetting to do it. I keep sticking with the Guardian bag, and I like the Guardian on some of the shots, but I like the Sniper on some of those shots. And I like the Cataclysm on others, and I like the Guardians on some, but you can't switch out in the middle of the thing. So... I always thought they should make a tournament where you have to declare a bag for that round. Like, you could change bags from one round to the next, especially if we knew what the winds were. So like, we knew, like, hey, on this hole right here we can't hit to that area because we've got headwind today, so we got to go to our alternate area, and from that area this other club is better. Okay, it's max side spin and like 4 and a little bit of top spin. 2 rings off. I want that second bounce to be in that fairway, but right, see where it rolls over? I want it to be right there on the top. And it is 1.1 times 7 divided by 1.5, 5.13 rings. 513 exactly. Perfect. Perfect. And I didn't switch the bag again, and I just barely clipped that. That's the second time I've done that. And I had the room down there to get that around. I can set it up so I put a little teeny bit of curl on it. That'll always keep me on the fairway side. Push it forward just a titch, just a little. My opponent is getting into the rough down there. I can definitely put myself in a good spot. A better spot than that. Maybe. I can even get down there on it. I can. 9-2. Definitely a max club, so we're going to say 9 rings. 9 rings. Let's see if we can get down there on it. Nope. In the bunker. I went for it. This is the Sniper Nirvana battle. I don't know where they're at in club. They must be in like mid club or something. This is a good win for them. I mean, anything they hit, it could go in, because that was a really, really good wind. Nice shot. That was a nice shot. Okay, there's max, there's mid, there's quarter. I'm way deep. So I'm working on the half of a cup. It's 4 miles an hour, so that means I need to be half a cup outside. Maybe right there. That'll put me right back to the flagpole. If I hit it perfect. But not when you hit it 2 rings great to the right. Now that's where I would have put it. From now on, I will go down there and actually pull the rings. It should be 16 per ring. And go down there and see like what that hits, like where that puts me. It doesn't really help when I don't hit perfect. Oh, is it my shot? No, it's my opponent's shot. It's my opponent's shot. They're gonna wait till the very end and think it was my shot, and then I like, hey man, the screen's stuck. And forfeit. Wow, let me forfeit. Let's check my opponent out. 4,439 games. 54% win percentage this season. Last season. Longest drive. It'd just be nice to know what our last 100 were. Especially when you're down here playing, you could play somebody, you see somebody has a high like last 100, and you know, maybe they just came up, or maybe this is where their range, but I suppose you wouldn't have to show it to the opponents, just show it to us. People would bitch about it, like, well, they can see my stats and they just forfeited because they saw. Well, who cares if they forfeited? right, we get to play this hole again. Plus 30, or excuse me, plus 30% times the wind. Divided by 1.1. Now I'm at mid club. I'm mid guardian, it's 1.3. 1.3. I'm going to do that where I just put on 4 backspin and like 1 left-hand side spin and find the spot that works for that. Because there's a spot there where we can be within what should be inches every time. I got a guardian. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to do the 3 or 4 backspin. I'm going to do 4. Let's find out where that spot is first. If I do 4, it flattens out. That's 7. Six. Yeah, well, I'm just doing, it's 1-to-1 on this hole with the guardian. The way it works out, there's 6 rings. Isn't it perfect? We'll find out. We'll find out if that 30% was right here. I need a little more backspin. Like that was 7, and I need like 8 or 7 and a smidgen. Winner. Shit, I can't believe I won that. I thought they were inside. I actually thought that I lost that. Good game. Let's play again. No dice. No extra. Look at that. And I got a timer that just went off. My timer went off for my play time, and I just finished up that hole. Look at that. Perfect timing. I had 2 golds when I started, so I have 2 golds now, and I got a silver. I think I had a silver, and I opened up right before I fired up the video, so I'm pretty much right where I started. Other than I got 34 left, 7 hours and 28 minutes versus the 38 minutes that I had on the other one. Getting some Tour 9, getting some wins. Where am I at? I don't even know, like, shit, like, am I getting up in the weekly thing? I'm trying to get up to the point where I can play, if Dunner wants to play Masters, we can play a Masters round with this account. So I'm an expert too, and I'm in the promotion zone. Go to expert 3, and I'll see what I don't know what it takes to go from expert 3 to Masters. What the deal is. It takes a lot to go up. Should have no problems. Get to Master 1 and see where it goes from there. But I'm just going to play this up. At one point, this account was maxed out in Tour 9 and 10. So, and Tour 10 had my favorite course in it, which was Greenock Point. But now we got Drumore Links, Cohong Resort, and Portello Cove. And Portello Cove is a pretty fun course, but I don't remember, like if I got out on those holes, I know the holes, but I don't remember any of the holes. The Cohong seems like are holes that in tournament play, I play like a crazy man. But I could be thinking they're the wrong holes. But I still got a long ways to go. A long ways to go in Tour 9 before I get Tour 9 maxed out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Working on it. I got all of these ones maxed, and I don't really want to go back down in this account because it's too hard to get trophies. So once you go up, I need to be able to go up and stay up. So going up here where you're putting 3 million, you really need to have a bankroll by the time you get to Tour 10. You need to have, I would want to have 120 million when I went to Tour 10 just to make sure I got enough to go up here and play a few matches and get my ass handed to me. Yeah, so I got a ways to go. Ways in Tour 9. Even if I max it out, I may stay in Tour 9 for a while just to build up a bankroll. Alright, there you have it. Thanks for watching. That was some Tour 9 play. Just back out on the course. I had a 5-game losing streak, so I had to make up for that. I don't know how many I won there, but my whole goal is to be a 75% golfer. Half the matches out on the course, half the shootouts. And you got to maximize your opportunities out on the course, and I did not do that at all today. But I think I ended up on the winning side. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. Yeah, leave comments. Anything you want me to shoot a video on, if you want me to talk about certain stuff or go into it or play a certain tour, let me know what you want me to play. I'm more than willing to try it out. I must have some account, like my 77 account, I can play in any tour 7 or below and get live opponents. So it's still fun to play. And if it's below that, I can hook up with Dunner or something and play like Tour 4 or get Dale Appleby on the line and play Tour 4, because we can friendly match up 4 and below. I haven't actually tried with Dale to get on where we're both on at the same time, trying to get hooked up just in one-on-one play on a server outside of the US, because me and him live in the same time zone, so it might be easier sometimes. I will see you on the next one. Stay safe. Have friends. Have fun. And I'll see you later.